Video reel contest on Clean Air Clean Future was held under the National Clean Air Program to reduce industrial pollution. The United Kuki Liberation Front warned Manipur police it will not remain a mute spectator following a late-night police raid in Chandel district. Gitanjali Agmo, wife of climate activist Sonam Wangchuk, has filed a plea in the Supreme Court seeking his immediate release from detention under the National Security Act. At least 9 people, including 6 civilians and 3 police personnel, have died during 4 days of violent protests in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Israeli strike and gunfire killed at least 57 Palestinians in Gaza on Thursday amid tensions over U.S. President Donald Trump's peace plan. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Primetime. This is Chanchan Kasara and now the news in detail. The Swachhata Hi Seva 2025 campaign ended on October 2nd at the ADC conference hall in Futsero with the theme Swachhotsav focus on clean and green celebration and zero waste. Mika Kenya, chairperson PTC, spoke about the importance of cleanliness starting at home and proper waste segregation. The town council thanked and honored sanitation workers for their hard work. Deputy chairperson Kazu Dikru gave closing remark and Novizo councillors shared activities done during the campaign. In Josaba, the Swachhata Hi Seva campaign, which started on September 17, also ended on October 2nd at Vamuzo Memorial Town Hall. The event was organized by the Peg District Administration and attended by officials, town councillors, students and local groups. Toigollam Atibung town honors the top students of the Kuki community who passed the HSLC and HSSLC exams in 2025. The event was held on October 2nd at EBRC Hall, Atibung town parent to celebrate their success and encourage them to keep studying hard. L. Singsit, retired IPS and president of Kuki in P. Nagaland, was a special guest. He shared stories about ends to teach students about working hard, teamwork and never giving up. Lulun Kuki spoke about Toy Golom's role in helping the community. Certificates and gifts were given to the exam toppers by Pautin Mang Lim Song and the guests were honored by Jimmy Hang Singh. The program ended with a closing prayer by Reverend Neelam Simte. Was celebrated at Zubza on October 2nd with the theme Give the Gift of Life Donation, Donate Blood. Akhle Vizol Kamo, Secretary of the Indian Red Cross Society, said the day is observed on October 1 to promote volunteer blood donation, which help patients needing surgery, accident victims and others in need. Dr. Avila Sangdam from Naga Hospital Authority explained that donating blood is important to keep a safe and steady blood supply and reduce risk of disease. She also said donation blood brings people together to help others. Therefore, a total of 21 donors gave blood during the event. As part of the Swachhata Hi Seva campaign 2025, a big cleaning activity was held in Tizi town on October 2nd. The event was organized by the ADC and administrator of the Tizi Town Council, Release Sanctum, all government officers, schools, community group, youth club, churches and local people joined in to clean their own area and help keep the town clean. The Aokakit Shir Telangjam Kohima held its annual event on October 2nd in Kohima with the theme Reflect, Realign and Arise. Dr. B.M. Suneb Imchen, main speaker, congratulated top students and urged them to be productive citizens, not just good in studies. He asked the youth to think about their purpose and identity and to contribute to the society. AKTK gave award to 9 top students from HSLC and HSSLC exam. The program also included a special song and ended with a vote of thanks. On October 1, the Department of Social Welfare organized events in Mallory and Kifri to mark International Olders Persons under the theme Older Person Driving Local and Global Action, Our Inspiration, Our Well-Being, Our Right. In Meluri, the celebration took place at the Village Council Hall, where Deputy Commissioner K. Matung Sanglao appreciated the presence of many elder participants. He highlighted the valuable wisdom and experience that older persons bring to society and wished them good health and long life. Meanwhile, in Kifri, the event was held at the Agape Secondary School auditorium with Extra Assistant Commissioner Zivito LTU NCS as a special guest. The program echoed the same theme and focused on recognizing the contribution and right of older persons in the community. Lok Kalyan Mela was held in Chozaba town on October 2nd at Vamuzo Memorial Town Hall, Peg District. The event focused on helping street vendors get small loan and social welfare support under the PM Samvidhi scheme. The State Bank of India Chozaba branch also taught the participants about financial literacy during the program. A video reel contest on Clean Air, Clean Future was held under the National Clean Air Program to reduce industrial pollution. The event was organized by the District Administration and Industry Center. On October 3, prizes were given at the Deputy Commissioner's office, where DC B. Hanok Bucham urged participants to inspire the message and keep working for clean air. 16 participants joined, reaching over 3.52 lakh views online. Winners were Kimchosi first, Keviseto KV Rufo second, and Seyil Luno KE third. Therefore, consolation prizes were also given to several others. ADC and CEO of Makokchung Municipal Council, Atsung Bao Walling, has issued a notice warning commercial establishment against the unauthorized use of domestic LPG cylinders for commercial purpose, citing the Liquefied Petroleum Gas Regulation of Supply and Distribution Order 2000 and the Essential Commodities Act 1955. The notice states that domestic LPG cylinders are strictly for household use. Hotels, restaurants, bakeries, and other business must use commercial LPG cylinder from authorized distributors. Violations will lead to penalties including fine, sealing of premises, and cancellation of trade permits. The additional Deputy Commissioner of Pungro, Nilezo Tep, has ordered partial restriction on vehicular movement between Zangki River and Kusum Town from 3rd to 31st October 2025. The restriction imposed to facilitate road improvement works by Northeast Construction under the PWD Nagaland will be effective from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., 8 a.m. to 12 noon, and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. daily. The public is advised to plan travel accordingly, while medical emergencies and essential government duties will be exempted. NSC has been directed to secure the site and complete the work on time. A fire broke out on October 3 around 1 p.m. at East Block Colony, Ward 4, Burmakem. Residents say the blaze started while they were at the masjid. No casualties were reported and the cause of the fire is yet to be determined. The fire also affected the neighboring house, damaging 15 rooms across 12 families. 2 fire tenders, each from Central and West Fire Station, responded and brought the fire under control.
ये तो मैं खान तो नमाज पूरी बोले जाए ना तो मैं खान तो एने 1 बजे निस्ना लगी से नमाज तो 1 बजे निस्ने आग लगी से तो मैं खान तो नमाज पूरी बोले जाए इतना केने का लगी से इतो तो कोबर ना पारिबो आरो इतो याते 15 बाउंड्रीज लगा थाकी से 15 फैमिलीज बाउंड्री भी एने का আছে और इतो तो कोबर ना पारिबो केने का आग लगी से और একটা सामान भी ओला बोले पारा নাই হয় ইটো 15 ফ্যামিলিজ থাকা হয় সব নামাজতে ইয়াতে সব মুসলিমে আছে ইয়াতে সব মুসলিম আছে ইটো তো কোবলে না পারিব ইটো খান তো লেডিজ খান আছে লেডিজ খান তো নামাজতে না যায় না তো ইটো খান কোটে থাকিছে ইটো কোবলে না পারিব মই খান তো ডাইরেক্ট নামাজ পড়িবলে যাইছে ইটো আছে গোর সামান একটা বি লব পারা না না একটা বি লবলে পারা না সব জ্বলি যাইছে স্কুল লাগা ডকুমেন্টস খান কি থাকে সব জ্বলিছে গ্যাস খান ফুটিছে ফুটি নাই গ্যাস তো মই খান লাগা ঘরতে বি থাকিছে একটা গ্যাস আর ইটো কোবলে না পারিব ইটো ফুটিছে না আপনা করে মই তো এটাই আইছে না চাইছে সব জ্বলিছে খতম 15 ঘর থাকিছে 12 ফ্যামিলিজ থাকিছে
আচ্ছা তো স্টুডেন্টস খান বি থাকিছে
নহয় খালি মই আৰু মই লগত বইনী আছে মই পৰা ছোটো আছে উটোৱে ষ্টুডেণ্ট থাকিছে আৰু কোনোবা থকা নাই
ইডে ফ্যামিলি খান থাও তো স্টুডেন্ট বাঁচান বি আছে
নহয় নহয় তাইখানতো কাম কৰে চব হাৰেক মাল আছে
আচ্ছা আঙ্গল আপনি লা খোর নেক্সট জুই লাইছ না তো আপনি লা খোর কিনি হইছে আর আপনি লা খোরে বি ডেমেজ হইছে না না
হয় আমি গড় চৰতে একটা কাঁচা ঘৰ বেছি লাইন ধৰা থাকিছে আমাৰ পইলাৰ পৰা কৈ থাকে মালিকে না মালিকটো ইয়াতে নাথাকে এইটোৰ পৰা আমাৰ মালিকে কৈ থাকে অলপ ভাল ঘৰ বনাবি নহ'লে ৰিপেয়াৰিং কৰিবি ক'লে মালিকটো কি জানি অলপ টান পানে নেকি না কৰি থাকোঁতে তাতে হাৰেক মাল খান নাই তো প্লাষ্টিক বিক্ৰী কৰা খানতো এইটো কাৰণে বেছি থাকে 100% তো তাহাঁতো প্লাষ্টিক বেছি আছে আৰু তাহাঁতে দিন দি ভাত পকায় প্লাই পৰা পকায় এইটোৰ পৰা আমাৰ খানতো আজিতো ভাত খাই নানে ৰেষ্ট কৰি থাকিছিলে বাকী আৰু চকৰাখন ভাতে যাই থাকিছে কিন্তু তাহাঁতে আচানক জুই উঠিছে কোনো উঠাটো পূৰা খতম হৈ থাকিছে এইটোৰ পৰা জুইটো আৰু তাতে থাকাটো পলাই যাইছে চব কমি থকা নাই ফায়াৰ ব্ৰিগেড এইটো টাইমটোত অহা নাই হ'লেও অলপ পিছত জলদি আহি কিনেতো খতম কৰি দিছে নহ'লে পূৰা কলনি খতম হ'ব লাগিছিলে হ'লে বি এইটো ঈশ্বৰৰ মৰম পৰা জুইটো অলপ এইটো কলনি একটা কলনিহে একটা গড়হে খতম কৰি কিনে জুইটো বুটি যাইছে বেছি খুচি পাইছে আৰু কলনিখন বেছি মদত কৰিছে
আচ্ছা দু মান তারে ফায়ার ভিকটিম খান কে খুতার কোয়ারাম না তাহন জানে দিছে কি তাহন ইদু জুই লারাম দে তাহন সব বি মসজিদ জানে থাকি হইছে নামাজ করলে না তো তাহন বি জুই কি ওলাইছে কোনে না জিনে হলে আপনি হান নি খোর ভিতরে মানুহ হান দেখি আর তাহারো দেখিছে না নাই না
নাই আমাৰখানতো অলপ গৰম হোৱাৰ পৰা ৰেষ্ট কৰি থকাৰ পৰা ভিতৰতে মানুহ আছে নাই কোৱাটো আমাক নোৱাৰে কিন্তু মানুহৰ ঘৰত সদায় কেনেকৈ চাই থাকিব না তো তাখানতো দিন দে ভাত পকায় এইটো আমাৰখানতো ভাবিছে দিন দে পকাই থাকিছে বোলা মানে ভাবি থাকিছিলে
আপনি হান খোর বি ডেমেজ তো হইছে না নাই না
এইটো চাইটো পূৰা ৱালখানতো টেম্পাৰখন চব খাই দিছে আৰু লোহা বি চব মেল হৈছে আৰু গ্লাছটো খতম হৈছে কাৰ্টেনখন খতম হৈ যাইছে পূৰা এইটো শ্লেবখনতো চব টেম্পাৰ খতম হৈ কিনে এতিয়া বনাই ল'বি পূৰা ভঙাই কিনে বনাব লাগিব
আচ্ছা কোনবা ফায়ার ব্রিগেড কে ইনফর্ম করছ না
ফায়াৰ ব্ৰিগেডকে কোন কৰিছে আমি নাজানো আমি ভিতৰতে না চমান খান কি টানা টানি কৰি না জুই ভিতৰতে বেড খান না বিছনাখন নালাগিব কাৰ্টেনটো লম্বা থাকিছেতো এইটো কাৰ্টেনটো জ্বলি থাকিছে নিচেটো পঞ্চা নাই এইটো তেন্তে জুই ভিতৰতে সোমাই কিনে টানি থকাৰ পৰা
On October 2nd, Nagaland University honored its Safai Mitra for their year-round cleanliness effort during the Swachh Bharat Divas program held at the administrative complex. Professor M.K. Sinha, senior professor and VC in charge, was the chief guest, while Mr. Peter Key, PRO, presided over the event. Dr. Likhashi Sangtam, chairperson of the Swachhata Hi Seva Committee, highlighted activities conducted from September 17 to October 1, including cleanliness drive, plastic collection, rallies, and health screening of Safai Mitras. A Hindi song performance by Minan Konyak added to the celebration, and PPE kits were presented to the Safai Mitras as a token of appreciation. Students ambassadors Dewri, Metasuni Loho, and Hurali actively supported the initiative. The Office of the Additional Deputy Commissioner Phungro has announced that the Subdivisional Planning and Development Board meeting for October 2025 will be held on 6th of October at 12 noon in the IDC's office chamber. The meeting, chaired by S. Kyusemu Yimchingo, Advisor for Fire and Emergency Service and Relief and Rehabilitation, will be attended by all SDPDB members. Additional Deputy Commissioner Nilezo Tep urged members to attend the meeting positively. Deputy Commissioner of Tuensang Litrongla Tongpi Rutso has notified eligible applicants for the two-wheeler taxi permit within Tuensang town to appear for the driving skill test on 6th of October at 10 a.m. The test will be held at Parade Ground, Tuensang, under the supervision of the District Administration, District Transport Officers, and Traffic Police. Candidates must bring original driving license, non-employment certificate, valid government ID, and indigenous inhabitants or resident certificate. The Mokokchung Municipal Council has banned the use of domestic LPG cylinder for commercial purpose within Mokokchung town. Issued on September 26, the order cites the Liquefied Petroleum Gas Regulation of Supply and Distribution Order 2000, which restrict domestic cylinder for household use only. Hotels, restaurants, bakeries, tea stalls, canteen, and other business must use commercial LPG cylinder from authorized suppliers. Violation may lead to fines, sealing of premises, cancellation of trade permits, and other legal actions. The directive aims to ensure public safety and legal compliance. The District Welfare Office PEG announced that payments under the National Social Assistance Program for 2024-25, including IGN-OAPS, IGN-WPS, and IGN-DPS, were credited to beneficiaries' bank account via DBT on 18 September for SOAP disabled, blind, and other NSAP beneficiaries who did not receive DBT payments. Cash disbursement will be held at DWO Office PEG headquarters on scheduled date from 7 to 18 October across various locations. DWO PEG ABI 1 PC urged beneficiaries to follow the payment schedule strictly. A 3-day academic and cultural exchange between Faisal Ali College Mokokchung and Shributsi College Royal University of Bhutan began on October 1 at Shributsi, led by Dr. Adangla Changkija. The delegation included 5 faculty and 18 students. The program team Strengthening Bond Beyond Borders aimed to enhance cross-cultural learning, academic collaborations, and Bhutan-India education ties. The first day featured Shributsi's presentation on Bhutan's biodiversity and leadership in carbon negativity, highlighting its global role in sustainability. We will now take a short break. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back with the news. The Wung Tangkhul region of the Government of People's Republic of Nagalim has banned gambling activities, including games like Three Paper, Lakau, and Tambula, unless prior permission is obtained. The directive dated October 2nd warns of strict penalties for violators, citing concern over gambling's negative financial and social effect. The WTR urged public cooperation to protect community welfare, uphold moral values, and maintain social discipline. Local authorities have been instructed to monitor and enforce the ban. The United Kuki Liberation Front on October 3 warned Manipur police it will not remain a mute spectator following a late-night police raid on Chandel district. The UKLF, under the suspension of operation agreement, condemned the operation led by Chandel SP Dharmendra Kumar at a UKLF leader residence in Sajik Tampak, calling it a serious act and warning against further raid. The group stressed its commitment to the SOO and a political solution for the Kuki-Zo community. Manipur police said the operation targeted a suspected drug kingpin in T. Kolen village and escaped. The police team faced a mob attack on their return but resolved the situation peacefully, with help from Assam Rifle and CAPF. The incident highlights ongoing tension in Chandel, where security forces and militants maintain a fragile peace under the SOO. Imphal celebrated National Cleanliness Day on October 2nd at Gandhi Memorial Hall to honor Mahatma Gandhi's 156th birthday. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala paid tribute to Gandhi and praised a cultural show by a local music college. He spoke about Gandhi's value like truth, non-violence and simple living and praised the success of the Swachh Bharat mission in Manipur. All 27 towns in Manipur are open, defecations free and Jiribam is recognized as a clean city. Many leaders and officials attended the event. To celebrate the end of the Swachhata Hi Seva campaign, staff from SBM, G Mizoram and paid did a cleaning drive near the office in Aizawl. This showed how the community can work together for cleanliness and good sanitation. SBM, G Mizoram thanked everyone in the state for joining and supporting the campaign to keep Mizoram clean. The body of 13-year-old Rezak Ali, who went missing while fishing in the Brahmaputra River near Motsara village, Barpeta district, was recovered last night. Despite extensive search effort by the SDRF, locals discovered and retrieved his body. It has been sent for postmortem at Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed Medical College and Hospital. In a separate incident, Bankesh Das, 30 of Baswanagar Mandal died in head-on collision between his bike and a truck on National Highway 15 at Punia. He was rushed to Magaldai Civil Hospitals but was declared dead on arrival.
হৈছে আপোনাৰ যোৱা বুধবাৰে পাঁচজন একেলগৰ বন্ধু এই পাঁচজনে গেছিল মাছ মাৰিবলৈ মাছ ইতিমধ্যে আপোনাৰ মাৰা শেষ সেই সময়ত ৰেজ্জাক নামৰ ল'ৰাটো গা ধুবলৈ নামিছিল তেতিয়া বাকি চাৰিজন মানে বেলেগ ঠাইত অলপ আছিল তেখেতে কিন্তু জনা নাছিল যে তেওঁ গাও ধুবলৈ গৈছিল কিন্তু যেতিয়া পানীত পৰিছিল তেতিয়া হি চেষ্টা কৰিছিল তেখেতক মাতিছিল মাতাৰ পিছত তাহুন পাঁচজন কিন্তু চাৰিজন কিন্তু তাতে উদ্ধাৰ কৰিবলৈ গৈছিল কিন্তু লাষ্টত মানে উদ্ধাৰ কৰিব নোৱাৰা হ'ল বাকি দুজন উদ্ধাৰ কৰিবলৈ গৈ আহত অৱস্থাত হ'ল তেওঁলোকক মেডিকেললৈ প্ৰেৰণ কৰা হ'ল কিন্তু ৰেজ্জাক আলী দেউতাক জয়নাল আব্দিন গাঁও মহাচৰা এখেতক কিন্তু উদ্ধাৰ কৰিব নোৱাৰা হ'ল তাৰ পিছত আমি আৰক্ষীক জনালো থানাত খবৰ কৰিলো আৰক্ষী আহি এছডিআৰএফক জনালে SDRF আহি বহুত তদন্ত কৰিলে দুই দিন মান চেষ্টা কৰিলে তথাপিও নাপালে তাৰ পিছত আমি যোৱাকালি ৰাতি 10টা মান বজাত ইতিমধ্যে নদীৰ হুতি দি বাহি গৈ আছে কোনোবা এজনে লগ পাইছে যে মৰা এটা গৈ আছে তেতিয়া তাহুনে আমাক ফোন কৰিছে আমি পৰিয়ালৰ সহ মানুহখিনি গৈ থানাৰ পৰা আৰক্ষীক লৈ তাৰ পিছত আমি যাই কিনে চালো যে হয় এই ৰেজ্জাক আলী নামৰ মানুহজন তাতে বাহি গৈ আছে আমি স্পষ্টভাৱে গম পালো যে এইটো ৰেজ্জাক আলী নিশ্চিত তেতিয়া আমি তাৰে পৰা উদ্ধাৰ কৰি লৈ আহিলো আহাৰ পিছত আৰক্ষীয়ে আজি ৰাতিপুৱা 7টা মান বজাত আৰক্ষীয়ে পোষ্টমৰ্টম কৰিবলৈ বৰবাটালৈ প্ৰেৰণ কৰিলে লগত লৈ গল এতিয়া আপোনাৰ পোষ্টমৰ্টম কৰাৰ পিছত
The higher reaches of Kashmir received the season's first snowfall on Friday, with more expected in the coming days, according to the Meteorological Department. Snowfall was reported in Gulmarg, Afarwat and Sinta Top in Anantnag, while Srinagar and nearby plants saw light rain. An active western disturbance is forecast to impact Jammu and Kashmir from October 5 to 7, bringing widespread light to moderate rain and snow. Heavy snowfall is expected in higher areas including Pahalgam, Kulgam, Sofian and Gulmarg, while plains may experience moderate to heavy rain. A Zilla Parishad school in Pune's Khet Tehsil has won the Community Choice Award at the 2025 World's Best School Prize 4 months after being shortlisted. Zalinder Nagar ZP School was recognized for its innovative peer learning system, where older students mentor younger ones under the Subject Friend initiative introduced by National Award winner teacher Dattare Wari. Once on the verge of closure in 2022, only 5 students. The school now has 120 enrollments after community mobilization and infrastructure rebuilding. The award voted by the public was announced at the virtual ceremony featuring finalists from across the globe. Where said the school will receive the award in November at the World Education Summit in Abu Dhabi.
तो जिला परिषद का जो अध्यक्ष चषक रहता है जो 4,500 स्कूल में से दिया जाता है तो 4,500 स्कूल में से हमको फर्स्ट अवार्ड मिला.
Too many parents, villagers, sirs, teachers take so many efforts to build this school. It's very proud moment.
तो जिला परिषद का जो अध्यक्ष चषक रहता है जो 4,500.
During Durga Puja festivities, the mutilated body of 45 years old Manoj Das was found at Phulguri Bala under the Balashbari police station in South Kanpur, causing shock in the community. Police suspect he was attacked with a sharp weapon and dumped roadside. An investigation is underway, but the attacker's identity remains unknown. Family members suspect foul play but have not commented publicly. Police are actively working to trace and arrest the culprit. Over 20,000 people in Kamalpur united to sing late singer Zubain Garg's iconic Mayabini during the Durga Puja immersion and Ravan Dahan ceremony, paying an emotional tribute as Goddess Durga Puja bid farewell. The Kamalpur Regional Durga Puja Celebration Committee also honored Zubain by releasing hot air balloon and symbolically burning the effigy of Ravan to represent the singer's killer.
কমলপুর আঞ্চলিক সার্বজনীন শ্রী শ্রী দুর্গা পূজা উদযাপন সমিতিয়ে যে বিজয়া দশমী উদযাপন কৰিলে এই কাললৈ খিয়াতি ৰাখিলে এই সুন্দৰ পৰিৱেশৰ মাজত আজি দশমী বিহিত পূজা সমাপন কৰাৰ পিছত কেইবা হাজাৰো লোকে সমদল কৰি প্ৰায় 8 কিলোমিটাৰ পথ সমদল কৰি গৈ আটাইয়ে সমস্তৰে আমাৰ মৰমৰ শিল্পী আদৰৰ শিল্পী জুবিন গাৰ্গৰ গীতসমূহ সমস্তৰে গাই গোটেই অঞ্চলটোতে এক আলোড়নৰ সৃষ্টি কৰে. বিশেষকৈ ৰাৱণ দাহনৰ কাৰ্যসূচীটো আজি তাৰে এক প্ৰতিফলন আমি প্ৰত্যক্ষ কৰিলোঁ. ৰাৱণ দাহন কাৰ্যসূচীটো আজি ৰাৱণ ৰূপী বৰ্তমান সমাজৰ যিসকল অপশক্তি আছে, যিবিলাক অপশক্তি আছে, বিশেষকৈ প্ৰতিগৰাকী নাগৰিকে প্ৰতিগৰাকী ভক্তই এটাই কথা কৈছে যে ৰাৱণ ৰূপী আজি জুবিন গাৰ্গৰ মৃত্যুৰ লগত হত্যাৰ লগত যিসকল ৰোগ জড়িত আছে আজি ৰাৱণ দাহনৰ লগতে আমাৰ ৰাইজেও আটাইয়ে আমাৰ সেইসকল লোকক আজি দাহন কৰা বুলি আজি সমস্তৰে ইয়াত উল্লেখ কৰে আৰু জয় জুবিন দা ধ্বনিৰে গোটেই আমাৰ এই মিনি ষ্টেডিয়ামত প্ৰায় 30,000 লোকে আকাশ বতাহ খপাই তুলিলে. আজি দশমীৰ দিনা কমলপুৰ আঞ্চলিক সাৰ্বজনীন.
A head-on collision between a bike and truck occurred at Punia on National Highway 15 in Mangaldai, resulting in the death of Bankesh Das, 30 years of Baswanagar. He was rushed to Mangaldai Civil Hospital but was declared broad dead by doctors.
Bankesh Das, block shop, Bahamnagar ঘৰ হয়. কথাটো গম নাপাওঁ, মাত্ৰ মই ভাসানীৰ পৰা ঘৰলৈ উভতি যাওঁতে এই লগৰ দুজনে ক'লে যে আমাৰ তাৰে ল'ৰা এটাৰ এক্সিডেণ্ট হ'ল, আহি দেখা পাই এইটো অৱস্থাটো নাই আৰু সি আৰু এতিয়া কি ক'ম কওক আপোনালোক গম পোৱা নাই একেবাৰে. মই আপোনাৰ ভেবাঘাটৰ নাপাওঁতে মই ঘূৰি আহিছোঁ. তেওঁৰ আলোচকত আপোনাৰ হেৰি আছে, আপোনাৰ এইটো কি বুলি মটৰ চটৰ ৰিপেয়াৰিং কৰা দোকান এখন আছে. ঘৰত মা দেউতা ভণ্টিজনী আছে, ভণ্টিজনী বিয়া দিছে খাৰুপেটীয়াত. পংকেশ দাস, ব্লক শ্বপ, বাসৱনগৰত ঘৰ হয়. কথাটো গম নাপাওঁ, মাত্ৰ মই ভাসানীৰ পৰা ঘৰলৈ উভতি যাওঁতে এই লগৰ দুজনে ক'লে যে আমাৰ তাৰে ল'ৰা এটাৰ এক্সিডেণ্ট হ'ল, আহি দেখা পাই এইটো অৱস্থাটো নাই আৰু সি আৰু এতিয়া কি ক'ম কওক আপোনালোক গম পোৱা নাই একেবাৰে. মই আপোনাৰ ভেবাঘাটৰ নাপাওঁতে মই ঘূৰি আহিছোঁ. তেওঁৰ আলোচকত আপোনাৰ হেৰি আছে, আপোনাৰ এইটো কি বুলি মটৰ চটৰ ৰিপেয়াৰিং কৰা দোকান এখন আছে.
Domestic airlines carried 1.29 crore passengers in August 2025, slightly down from 1.31 crore in the same month last year, according to DGCA data. However, passengers traffic increased from 1.26 crore in July. Indigo's domestic market share fell to 64.2% from 65.2% in July, while Air India Group share rose to 27.3%. Akasa Air's share dipped slightly to 5.4% and SpiceJet remains steady at 2%. Passenger complaints totaled 1,407 with delays affecting over 74,000 travelers and cancellation impacting more than 36,000. Indigo led on-time performance with 90.6%, followed by Akasa Air and Air India Group. India's Operation Sindoor, aimed at swiftly ending the conflict, served as a global lesson in effectively military strategy, said Air Chief Marshal A.P. Singh on Friday. Speaking ahead of the Air Force India, he highlighted the operation's demonstration of three services synergy and revealed the Air Force's roadmap 2047 to boost combat capabilities. He confirmed Pakistan suffered losses including 1 AWACS, 4 to 5 fighters, radars, command centers, runway and hangars during the operation. The air chief dismissed Pakistan's claim of downed Indian plans as Manohar Kahaniya fiction.
Towards, I think the first thing that I must start with is Op Sindoor, because that was the highlight of this year gone by. In the aftermath of what happened in Pahalgam, we all know that we took a decision that we have to make them pay a price for whatever they have been doing, and to avenge that, killings of the innocents. And a clear directive, clear mandate was given to the Indian Armed Forces, and Indian Air Force was the prime stakeholder in that, in terms of 2 major targets out of the 9 that were chosen towards terrorist camps were given to Indian Air Force to address. And I think the way that whole even went by, the way in the aftermath, that 3 or 4 days of conflict that we had with our Western neighbor, it stands as a lesson which will go down in history, that this is one war that was started with a very clear objective, and it was terminated in a quick time without just prolonging it. We are seeing what is happening in the world, the 2 wars that are going on. There's no talk about termination, but we could make them reach a stage where they ask for a ceasefire, ask for termination of hostilities. And also we took a call as a nation to terminate those hostilities because our own objectives were met. I think this is something that the world needs to learn from us, and I have said this earlier also. During that conflict of 4 days, that is attacking the terrorist camps and thereafter giving them a befitting reply to their misadventures, trying to attack our civil population and attack our military installations. Our robust air defense infrastructure, was very, very important part of the whole plan, and that came in, it along with its, all the 3 services, the Army, Navy, Air Force assets being merged together, the air defense assets, the counter UAV assets, and everything working under one combined control of IACCS. It worked out to be a game changer, and under that they were almost not allowed to any freedom to do anything. And our long-range SAMs, the long-range SAMs that we had procured recently and operationalized, that again, I think the first thing that I must start with is Op Sindoor, because that was the highlight of this year gone by.
Assam police have arrested musician Shekhar Jyoti Goswami and singer Amrit Prabha Mahanta in connection with the mysterious death of singer Zubin Garg in Singapore on September 19. Both were present at the scene and taken into custody following interrogation. This brings the total arrest of 4, including Garg's manager and the festival organizer. The police have added a murder charge under section of 103 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and are waiting autopsy report from Singapore and India. The investigation is ongoing with authorities seeking cooperation from Singapore through a legal treaty. Meanwhile, the festival organizer is also under probe for alleged financial crime. Gitanjali Angmo, wife of climate activist Sonam Wangchuk, has filed a plea in the Supreme Court seeking his immediate release from detention under the National Security Act. Wangchuk was arrested on September 26 following protests in Ladakh demanding statehood and sixth schedule status, which resulted in casualties and injuries. Angmo challenged the legality of the NSA invocation and highlighted procedural violations, including being denied a copy of the detention order and lack of contact with her husband. The Ladakh administration denied allegations of a witch hunt. Meanwhile, separatist leader Mayank Lima remains in ICU in Jorhat, stabilizing after critical illness, with plans for transfer to a mainland hospital once his condition improves. Two people died and 90 others were injured during a traditional stick fight held as a part of the Devra Gutta Bani festival in Kurnool district, officials said on Friday. The annual event celebrated on Vijay Dashami involved participants observing strict vows while engaging in symbolic stick fight after midnight rituals. One death was due to a severe head injury while the other resulted from a heart attack, according to Sub-Collector Murya Bhajadwaj. Superintendent of Police Vikrant Patil said about 1,000 police personnel and 10 drones were deployed along with 32 awareness campaign across 16 villages, helping to reduce violence compared to previous year. Despite injuries, the festival continues with devotion, balancing tradition and public safety. Army Chief General Upendra Trivedi warned on Friday that India will take decisive action if Pakistan continues to support state-sponsored terrorism. Speaking to soldiers at their border in Rajasthan's Anugar, Trivedi said India is ready and will not be as a restraint as we were during the Operation Sindoor 1.0, adding that Pakistan must reconsider its action if it wishes to maintain its current geographical presence.
तो ये मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि इस बार भारत देश पूरी तैयारी के साथ है और इस बार वो संयम नहीं रखेगा जो सिंदूर 1.0 में हमने संयम रखा। इस बार हम आगे की कार्रवाई करेंगे और कुछ ऐसी कार्रवाई करेंगे कि हो सकता है पाकिस्तान को सोचना पड़े कि उसे इतिहास में भूगोल में रहना है कि नहीं रहना। अगर उसे भूगोल में अपनी जगह बनानी है तो उसके लिए उसे जो स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड टेररिज्म जिसको हम बोलते हैं, यानी कि उसका देश जो टेररिज्म को स्पॉन्सर कर रहा है उसे तो ये मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं कि इस बार भारत देश पूरी तैयारी के साथ है और इस बार वो संयम नहीं रखेगा जो सिंदूर 1.0 में हमने संयम रखा। इस बार हम आगे की कार्रवाई करेंगे और कुछ ऐसी कार्रवाई करेंगे कि हो सकता है पाकिस्तान को सोचना पड़े कि उसे इतिहास में भूगोल में रहना है कि नहीं रहना। अगर उसे भूगोल में अपनी जगह बनानी है तो उसके लिए उसे जो स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड टेररिज्म जिसको हम बोलते हैं, यानी कि उसका देश जो टेररिज्म को स्पॉन्सर कर रहा है उसे
At least 9 people, including 6 civilians and 3 police personnel, have died during 4 days of violent protests in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The unrest began Monday in Muzaffarabad, where protesters demanded an end to perks or politicians and reserved legislative seats for outsiders. Following PM Shehbaz Sharif order, a federal delegation arrived to hold talks aimed at resolving the crisis peacefully. Last year, similar protests left for dead and led to partial government concession. Israeli strike and gunfight killed at least 57 Palestinians in Gaza on Thursday amid tensions over U.S. President Donald Trump's peace plan. The U.S. proposal demands Hamas release hostage, disarm and relinquish power in exchange for prisoners' release and an end to fighting. Critics say it favors Israel and lack a part of Palestinian statehood. Among the dead was Doctors Without Borders staffer Omar Hayek. Hospitals across Gaza City, Deir al-Bala and southern Gaza are overwhelmed. Israel also intercepted a humanitarian aid flotilla enforcing its 18 years blockade. In the West Bank, a Palestinian militant was killed and another arrested after an attack on an Israeli checkpoint. Gaza's death toll from now exceeds 66,200 with nearly 170,000 wounded. That is all.